Letter on this.
That's true.
That needs to move.
Okay, I'll unbacon it for you.
Yeah, I can't see any letters.
I got her. There you go. Shabam. I'm seeing some Robertson chat and in the chat, and Jason Robertson's supposed to be filing for arbitration today, which would rule out an offer sheet. So any player that files for arbitration with the league, they are no longer eligible for an offer sheet.
Good morning.
And morning, everybody.
Lots of good morning. What do you think Boston does with all their defensemen? McAvoy,
Aspero, Zadorov, Holmborg, Clifton, Lowry, Yoki, Haru. Not necessarily. You got to have depth. Maybe Aspero isn't a regular in their lineup next year. I wouldn't rule out another move for Don Sweeney this summer, but yeah. I think their depth on the blue line is okay. Maybe they move one guy out. I don't know.
I've never seen so many sports reporters mad about Flyers offer sheet. You never see NBA or NFL reporters just going off about a team like fans.
I don't understand why anybody'd be upset with the offer sheet. The team has the right to offer it. It's a legal contract for this year. The amount of bonuses would not be allowed in contracts starting next season, or starting when the new CBA goes into effect. But they're not breaking any rules, and if they end up stealing Carlson from the Ducks, then I commend them for doing something a little different and taking a risk.
What top 6 forwards should the Oilers go after?
I don't know how many are available right now. Like, for instance, Robertson's name is out there a lot and gets talked about a lot because there aren't a lot of high-profile forwards that are available. The Canucks have never been shy about trading in their division. The Oilers might be a good landing spot for DeBrusk. He's good on the power play. Could use some work 5-on-5, but if he plays on a line with they have that Draisaitl guy and they have McDavid, those guys are pretty good at feeding pucks. Hey, baby kitty.
Big breaking USMT news. Due to improper VAR usage, Logan will be able to play tomorrow versus Belgium. What, sweetie?
Well, we'll see how things go in that one. I think the U.S. was going to win that one anyways, even if he didn't play.
Do you think Giroux is waiting to see what the Flyers do?
There were rumors that he was signing with the Flyers yesterday, but there's been a lot of rumors about this still out there unrestricted free agents. We'll see what they do. Like, for instance, Kane was supposed to sign with Buffalo 3 days ago. It still hasn't happened.
Do you think the another offer sheet tweet was directed at Bedard, but his injury complicated that?
I don't know if it would have been Bedard. I think Minchukov is rife for a potential offer sheet, as the Ducks are very vulnerable right now.
Hockey Guy's thoughts on Sami Zayn being WWE champion. I think he deserves it, but I think it's bad timing.
I think Sammy's going to be a transitional champion. I don't think he's going to be champ for very long. There are times where a person is given the title and it feels like it's because they've been such a good hand for so long and they've earned the right to say they're a former WWE champion. I feel like it's a situation like that. It's sort of like Mick Foley. Mick Foley never had the title for a long period of time, but it was really nice to see him have it.
Have you ever been to St. Louis?
No.
Born and raised here, highly recommend Blues versus Hawks game. We really haven't been to very many places in the States.
This is true.
We've drove down the coast a bit to Oregon. We've been to Idaho, Vegas, and Southern California. So we've been to LA and Anaheim. That's about it. I went to Mall of America when I was like 12. And I've been in an airport in New York and in Georgia. That's it. But
good girl.
Really soon, we get to go to New York. In a week and a half, we'll go to New York. So then we'll increase our list of American places we've been.
This is true.
So that's cool. There's Okanagan peaches. I haven't seen peaches yet. I've seen cherries. I haven't seen the peaches yet. I thought the peaches were a bit later.
I like millions of them. Millions of peaches.
Dork. What value
Peaches for me.
do you think Robertson gets from arbitration?
I mean, it basically means that either Dallas is going to be put in a position where they reject it. They can reject the ruling, and then he's that's it. Or it walks him to free agency. There's the possibility that this just walks him to unrestricted free agency, and we may not be done talking about Dallas trading him.
Thoughts on the Flames draft?
I think the Flames did well. Yeah, I think they did pretty well with what they did. I was surprised they didn't take Verhoff, but Verhoff slid a lot further than he was expected to. It's quite the stack of defensemen they had in that top 10, though.
Mall of America is in Minnesota, and I know it's near the Wisconsin border.
Wisconsin.
I don't know how close it is. That's
you didn't measure it.
Is like St. Petersburg. I don't remember. I'm sure there are many people on here that know their American geography way better than I do. I don't think I'm too bad, though.
No, probably not.
When the NHL returns, what does Atlanta need to do to shake the stigma of the past? I have family very closely with some of those trying to bring it back, and we're so excited.
Don't name them the Thrashers. My expectation, my hope would be that they wouldn't be called the Atlanta anything. I'd have Georgia as the name, and really make it like it's a state team, and just avoid the name Atlanta anywhere in the branding. Just call it the Georgia. I've said Georgia Peach is like obviously famous. The whole Georgia Peach phrases and everything to do with Georgia. That kind of thing.
Thoughts on Bobrovsky taking 72 over McKenna? Lots of Leaf fans bought McKenna 72 jerseys, and now they're kind of obsolete.
If only somebody had said that was kind of a bad move, and you don't know what a guy's going to wear in the NHL just based on what he wore in juniors or the NCAA.
They do frequently change their number.
Bobrovsky has every right to that number. He's worn it for a very long time. He's 38 years of age. He's old enough to be the kid's dad. So dad gets the number. Leaf fans are absolutely welcome to change the nameplate on the back to Bobrovsky, though.
Do you think the PWHL is expanding too fast?
No.
I don't think so.
No. I still think there's a lot of talented women out there who absolutely could fill those lineups. I think there's I think it's probably nearing about as far as it can go, but I don't think we're there yet.
The Robertson situation seems like a situation where he has one team in mind, but that team is not interested or does not want to pay the asking price.
The one team that I've seen people speculate about is maybe Anaheim. I don't think Anaheim's going to work. As I was going through all the no trade, no movement clauses. Yeah, Verbeek plays hardball. So I if he wants to go to Anaheim, well, obviously the Carlson thing's gonna bunk everything up. And then the other California teams, I don't know if LA or San Jose would have the interest either, and because of the amount of upheaval it's going to cause to those lineups.
How do you feel about the Canucks rebuild so far under RJ and the Sedins? I have some hope for once in a while, as it feels like they're taking the rebuild process properly, but is this just delusional?
No, I'm very hopeful. They definitely, I believe they've hired the right people. You look at the players they're bringing in; they're popular players. They're hard workers. Gallagher's a hardworking player. The talent may not be what it was 10 years ago, but the work ethic is still there. And Vancouver's finally embraced that they're probably going to be a bad team, but it feels like they want to be a place where players want to play and they want to fix the locker room.
Maple is a beautiful tortie kitty.
She is.
Yep, she's still over there. She's very pretty. She knows she's very pretty. Any updates on the next meetup date?
I'm looking at weekend. Probably this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
Probably at Hickey Park again.
Thoughts on the Devils and Sharks becoming more prominent in playoffs and finals in the next few years?
The Devils still have some work to do. Sonny Meta does not have an easy job ahead of him. I feel like there's a lot of issues in that locker room, or there have been issues in that locker room as well. In terms of San Jose, I think the build is going pretty well. It is a head scratcher. Some of the contracts they've taken on or signed, but the team still has that upward momentum.
Thoughts on Devils and Sharks? I just read that one.
You did.
Seals jersey. Wow, thought you two were hitting Manhattan. Week and a half.
Yeah.
The 15th. We are flying there on our anniversary.
I checked. I don't have to wear a Rangers jersey before we go on a trip to New York. I did verify that with the league. I believe their verbiage was, "Why are you calling us? We don't care," and they hung up. So I like that freedom.
Best contract that was signed over the past handful of days, or do they all suck since free agency?
I wouldn't say that. I like the Jaden Schwartz contract. I think the Schwartz contract's a good one. I like what the Canucks did with the Alexiak deal. I think $5 million for Alexiak's fine. You look at some of the other contracts that have been signed. I think that's a perfectly fine deal. I can go through and talk about contracts I like or don't like in a video soon, but a lot of them are fine. The ones that stand out are the ones that are really high, but you're going to have those every summer.
They said you have to wear an Islanders jersey instead.
I don't know. We're going to be too close to MSG for that, I would think.
Why is Seattle bad at signing free agents or bringing in top-end talent?
Seattle at this point, they're a middle of the road team, and they don't have prospects of a Stanley Cup soon, so that's not going to attract veterans that want that chance at a Stanley Cup. And there just doesn't seem to be a perception that the team is headed in the right direction. That makes it more difficult.
How many of the Fanatics hometown remix jerseys are you going to buy, and any prediction of what they might be like?
My expectation is I got all the reverse retros, first and second round. I will probably get all the remix jerseys. Go through my usual sources for that.
I'm hoping we see at Fanatic Fest. I'm hoping maybe they'll have them there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I know that with what we're doing with Fanatics now, we'll probably get like sneak peeks at things that are going on.
Yeah.
There's going to be stuff we can't share with all you fine people on the internet.
True.
But
we can tell you if they're awesome or if they suck, though.
The remix jerseys, I'm already thinking about. I know that's going to be probably September when I'll have to factor that into the budget, but I'm going to have to budget those in.
Let's see. I think Montreal should take a serious look at the cost of Shane. Right.
Yep.
Great potential for their 2C, and he's got a chip on his shoulder.
I've seen that connection made online. I don't know if Shane Wright fits in. Shane Wright, I don't know if there's issues with his drive. I don't know if he's one of those players. There's players who they peak and then they plateau, and it feels to me with Wright like he's kind of plateaued at the NHL level. Like he's not getting to that next level. I don't know if he would with Montreal either, and I don't know if Montreal would be that interested. And Seattle, I don't think they're going to sell him for cheap either. We'll see how that contract ends up. Well, what the trade ends up looking like, and everything else after that.
Do you think the Red Wings should embrace a second rebuild, or do you think they can pull out of this mess?
It all depends on how much patience the people above Steve Yzerman have. Do they have the patience for, say, trading Larkin for futures and going into another small rebuild? I don't know if they do. It's been 10 years since we saw playoff hockey in Detroit. And if the team suddenly gets really bad, and it could be years before they're back in, Yzerman may not be the one calling the shots when they get back above the playoff line.
Any more street hockey this summer? Haven't had a chance to go to one yet.
We're looking at having one this Saturday in Coquitlam.
In summer, we generally try and have them every other week.
Every other week.
So, yeah, that's kind of how that works. Thoughts on the Rangers offseason and expectations for this season?
I'm glad they took Pettersson off the Canucks' hands. Marcus Pettersson is he's an okay top 4 defenseman, but for a first-round draft pick, I think that was a steal for Vancouver. I don't know if the Rangers are going to get back above the playoff line. The moves that they're making would suggest they think they get back above the playoff line this year. I don't know that they do. I know Chris Drury was talking about how they're faster and they're going to be harder to play against. I don't know. I don't know that they're going to be any better this coming season than they were the season we just finished.
Just a small thanks for another year of content helps me and many others get through our days.
Thank you. That's appreciated.
How do you feel overall about the San Jose pickups and trades?
San Jose did an excellent job in the draft. I know there's been a lot of talk about the Trouba contract and picking up Nurse. I think Nurse could have a nice bounce back season with San Jose, and I think Trouba rediscovered his game in Anaheim. So hopefully San Jose knows what they're doing. Outside of that, I think they've done an excellent job.
How do you think the Penguins are handling their retool, rebuild, trying to contend approach?
They're kind of forced into that because of Malkin, Letang, and Crosby being on the roster, and you can't go into a full rebuild with them. I think they're doing well. I think Kindle is an example of, you get a first round draft pick that's not top 5, but you make it work. And we'll see if they've been able to do it again in this draft. Maybe they got a steal later on in the draft.
Any news on where Laine is going to land?
I haven't heard much with Laine at all. I think with the fact that he only played 5 games this past season, he may end up being a tryout. He may end up having to get a tryout with the team just to prove he can play.
Do you ever think the Global Series will come to London, England? Seems like a great market for the NHL to tap.
At some point in time, they will. I think they're going to continue to expand the Global Series, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them say maybe they hit London, Paris, and Berlin in the same year, do something like that. I wouldn't be surprised.
What's your favorite draft pick this year?
My favorite draft pick this year. I mean, McKenna is going to be fantastic. I think the Canucks did well in the second round picking up Brooks Rogalski. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do. Okay, which cat's in the corner?
I know, that's what I was trying to figure out who that was. I've got Bear at my feet. Oh, Azrael. You causing trouble.
Yeah, she was going to attack
She's
Bear.
a troublemaker.
She was going to attack Bear.
Bear's over here now.
Because
that could be why.
Azrael chased her
out. Love the Golden Seals kit.
I do too. This one's actually one of the ones from Royal Retros. Fanatics hasn't released one in this color. So this is the seals that I got through Royal Retros.
Bought me a Patrick Waugh and Matthew Tkachuk jerseys off the NHL shop because they were 60% off. What a deal.
Yep. They've actually got a bunch of jerseys on for 30% off, but somebody keeps telling me I don't need them.
True. Actually, I usually say you already have it.
But not in meetup form.
Right.
I want one I could just wear and not worry about it getting ruined.
Hello from St. Louis. Is this hanging out with Shannon and Yvonne?
It sure is.
It is.
I don't even have anything on the TV.
Is it just me or do the sleeves feel a little short in Royal Retros? We're a little short, so they're shorter, but
this is a medium. It's a medium, and it is shorter than the Fanatics,
which works out.
But I mean, it's a different fabric. They're made completely different.
Over under 30 goals for Ovi this season.
I'll say under. I'll say like 25. I think about 25, especially given the additions on the team. He won't be playing as prominent a role.
Calgary needs to go back to the horse logo.
Calgary's they're supposed to change their third jersey, and word has it's going to be the red one with the black C on the front and Blasty on the shoulder. So that's the next one that's coming. I think the hometown remix should have a nice version of Blasty like they've got with the Wranglers, where it's the head from the side. I think looks nicer.
Do you foresee the return of the Cooperalls for a retro match?
God, that'd be great. Be great.
Be entertaining.
Take Carolina and Philadelphia, put Carolina in Whalers gear, and have them both wearing the Cooperalls that night. And well, you'd have to put bumpers along the boards.
There you go.
You'd have to have bumpers, shock absorbers along the boards for when they fall down and go flying.
Slide.
But that'd be the most entertaining game you'll ever watch.
That would be funny. Will you put a name on your Barracuda jersey? I have a, oh my gosh,
Chernyshov.
In that same jersey.
I don't generally put names on the blanks. I've done it a couple of times. The thing with names on jerseys is they don't age well. I have a whole bunch of jerseys over here that are Canucks, but since they're Canucks who left the team under ugly circumstances, I can't really wear them in videos without being told I'm a Canucks hater. So that's the tricky part. You have to make sure you're getting one. That's why with some of the ones that I have, I order them with players from like the 80s or 90s, so I don't have to worry about that so much.
Is it possible that Chicago wouldn't match on Bedard?
I mean, league maximum's 20.8 million, and even at that money, I think Chicago matches. I don't think Chicago has a choice. Kyle Davidson's clearly trying to build this team around Connor Bedard. They'd have to match.
The ones that age well are the superstars and Hall of Famers.
Well, it depends, because Tavares was a big superstar with New York, and then nope, and he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. And yet, still, I can't wear the Islanders ones with Tavares on the back because, and I have I think 3 of them, and yeah, I can't wear those.
First time chatter here. Love your content. Keep it up. Only question I have for you is this: what would you say would be the best way to get people to love our sport? I say get them in the building.
Get them in the building, but not only that, get them to a game where it's at the lower levels, where it's cheap, where it doesn't cost an arm and a leg for food and drink while you're at the game, and get them as close to the ice as you can. So they really feel the speed of it, the physicality, and they see just how crazy the action is all the time. That would be my recommendation. And generally speaking, people really do appreciate hockey. There's always going to be people that don't, but yeah, that would be my recommendation.
I've taken a few friends to hockey because we've got our season tickets and most of them really like it. And I'm one of those people that I've had people take me to other sports to try and get me to like them, like baseball, and it just made me dislike it even more.
I think
way more boring.
I think if you went with me to a Mets game next week,
no.
I think if I'm explaining what's happening on the field,
oh my gosh,
if I can tell you what's happening on the field,
no.
What if we had a counter of how many times one of the infielders or outfielders scratched themselves?
Yeah,
we could have a scratch themselves counter.
Not doing it.
And an adjust themselves counter, and then we'd have like, okay, which one was that?
Not doing it. No.
All right.
What should Carolina do with Kotkaniemi, and is Busi Kucherov enough? Is Rod done coaching?
Oh no, Rod's going to be around for a while yet. Busi Kochetkov is a good enough duo to win. I know that they're in on Hellebuck. I don't know if they're going to necessarily be able to get Hellebuck from Winnipeg. I know the effort's going to be there. When you've just won the Stanley Cup, I don't know about adding a goaltender that's got an $8.5 million cap hit. I understand how good Hellebuck is, and I'm not going to debate that, but kind of throws their pay structure out. Kotkaniemi, on the other hand, I think is likely out the door as soon as the team makes an offer they like.
Everybody's saying hi to Bear.
Who takes the C in Ottawa? Tim, Jake, no one yet? It would be in their best interest to have a captain before the season starts. If they start the season without a captain, there'll be a lot of debates about Ottawa as a team and, well, who's their leader, and Tkachuk left. I think Sanderson should be the next captain. That'd be my pick. I think Sanderson should be the next captain.
Any updates on the new homes of both Ottawa and Calgary?
All I know is they broke ground on the one in Calgary. They haven't broke ground on the one in Ottawa. It's still basically just in the talking about it stage. So it's going to happen. It's a matter of when. But both of those stadiums should be up and going, I would think, by 2030. I think Calgary's comes in 2028. Isn't it 2028 for Calgary's?
You guys should do a kitty live stream. Well, there are a bunch of people that agree with me that baseball's boring. So there's that.
Oh, I can't pretend it's exciting. It's not exciting. It's fun to watch though.
I disagree.
But I watch for the pitching, and one of the reasons I don't get as much into baseball now as I used to is because they take the pitchers out way too fast. They just all the analytics. I understand, I get it, but to me, analytics have kind of ruined the experience of watching baseball.
Are you watching the great knockout games tonight?
Today, yep. Today we have England. All right, England's against Mexico, and the other one is Brazil and who's Brazil playing? I'm trying to remember now. I will be watching those games and reviewing them though on Entertainment Guy.
Baseball games are only fun when you have a beer in one hand and a hot dog in the other.
She doesn't like hot dogs either.
That's why I don't like baseball. I don't like beer or hot dogs. That's probably the issue.
As a Scots hockey fan who didn't know what Cooperalls were, I just Googled them and they look awesome. Bring them back for All-Star Weekend. The trick with Cooperalls is when you fall on the ice, you don't stop sliding. They're very dangerous. So you do go faster. The players were pretty sure it helped them go faster. Players love them, but the league realized it was only a matter of time before somebody got seriously hurt on those things or wearing those things.
Why are the Sabres not called the Buffaloes?
Because then they'd be the Buffaloes. Buffalo Sabres sounds cool. And to have the Buffalo logo is really fun with the cross swords. I love that. I love that logo. It's nice. Especially now that they've added the texturing to it.
They've got that logo that looks like a buffalo sandwich, though.
And then they've got the goat head too.
Have the Cats predicted next year's Stanley Cup champion? They're not good at predicting anything. I've tried so many times. They don't cooperate. Cats don't cooperate. I know, surprising.
True.
Are you a Formula One fan? End of today's race was a bit insane.
I haven't seen the result yet. I do enjoy Formula One, though. I do. It's just usually the Formula One races are over before I get out.
Did you see the Belugan suspension got lifted?
Somebody posted that in the chat earlier. I'm not surprised. The suspension got lifted.
It was a good race. Watch the highlights. Oh, Mexico playing England.
Right, Mexico and England. And then Brazil. I'm gonna just do the cheat board.
Are y'all a fan of YouTuber Matan Evan?
Never heard of him. Norway's against Brazil.
Norway. There you go. Do you think the Rangers are going to suck again next year?
I don't think they're going to suck, but I don't know that they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to have a good season. I think as long as Igor's healthy, he's going to win them some games they shouldn't win. And I don't know that they're a playoff team, but they'll probably be in the mix.
If you had to choose one defunct team that can most likely make a comeback, what team would it be?
I want Cleveland Barons because I
say Arizona.
I want Barons jerseys. I want like a home and away and a Fanatics. But jerseys aside, I do think they're going to return to Arizona. I think that's eventually going to happen. I think Atlanta and Houston are at the forefront, but Arizona's right there, and we'll end up with a team in Phoenix again.
Is Bork signing a good addition for the Preds? Also, where do you have them this year in the playoffs or no?
The video I did yesterday talking about the West, I really like the moves that Nashville's made. Bork's contract is justified. Maverick Bork's going to be a very good top six forward. I'm not happy that Dallas traded him. And I don't know if Nashville ends up above or below the playoff line, but yes, they've had a very strong offseason.
As a slightly newer THG fan, I may have missed, but who is Shannon's first favorite hockey team? Was it the Canucks?
Vancouver is number one. Number two is Boston. Number three is Dallas. Dallas is my third favorite because the Minnesota North Stars were my. When I was a kid, I think they were probably my second favorite, right behind Vancouver. But I'd put Dallas behind Boston. But those are my top three.
I like the Ontario Reign jersey. I also was a big fan of the Thrashers' old jerseys. Hope Atlanta gets a team again and gives my Hurricane a regional rival.
Yeah, hopefully that works out because, I mean, third time. So the NHL is going to make sure that it's going to work. The NHL is not going to go back there if there's a chance that, 4 or 5 years from now we're looking at a team that's losing a bunch of money.
Loved the enthusiastic video last night. When is the full release?
I'm still working on it. I'm up to Utah, Vegas. I'm up to Vegas, and then I'll have it done. I just the league shoots itself in the foot so often, and like I said, I don't understand. You use trade protection to get the cost of the contracts down, and they're not doing that. They're upping the cost, and they're giving them trade protection, and they're giving players like a no trade clause for Trouba. That $8.25 million cap hit, that is a no trade clause. I don't understand giving a guy that much money and the trade protection.
Is the rumor correct that the Habs are working on a new jersey?
Everybody is. Everybody's working on. Well, everybody's done the hometown remix, so everybody's got the hometown remix coming out. I haven't heard much about a Montreal third at this point, but I would not be surprised. Montreal has some fantastic throwbacks that I wouldn't mind. I'd like to see another. Let's do the barber pole again. Yvonne doesn't have a barber pole jersey.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that's wrong. I think she needs a barber pole jersey.
It will make me dizzy just wearing it.
I need to mention that to Fanatics when we go there.
Oh my gosh.
My wife needs a barber pole jersey.
I don't know that.
Can you guys hook her up? And she really wants a mustard cat.
Oh my gosh, no, I don't.
She does not have the. Can you put the mustard cat logo on the barber pole background?
Oh God.
And make it that so that it doesn't look silly. Make sure the mustard cat is in the barber pole colors, but alternate the colors so that it stands out from the stripes.
Oh, that would be so nauseating. I already have jerseys that I've never worn because they're so ugly. So
you're welcome. That's I have some very unique design ideas.
The schedule is expected to release July 16th. Will you do a video breaking down changes with the new 84 game schedule?
I always do a video on the schedule when the schedule comes out. Nobody watches it, but I do that video. The 16th will be in New York, so I'll do the video talking about the schedule when we get back.
Do you think Huberdeau will stay in Calgary?
I know they're trying to move him, but he has a no movement clause, and he has a very high cap hit. I don't know who's taking on Huberdeau at this point. He has been underproducing for years now, so it makes it more difficult to move him. If it was just one bad year, fine, but it's multiple bad seasons.
I got that one, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. I got that one. Here we go. Do we have a Edmonton, Florida rematch this year? Who do you have?
I haven't thought through who I figure is gonna get into the Stanley Cup final next year. I think Colorado's had too many failures. I think they're due for a success. In the East, I would love to see Buffalo in a Stanley Cup final. I would be or Montreal. I think if you had Colorado, Montreal in a Stanley Cup final, then of course the Avs can wear those Nordiques jerseys they're never going to wear again. That'd be a great Stanley Cup final.
Are you pre-recording something for the trip?
Yeah, I'll be pre-recording. I've got a series that I'm going to get started over the next few days. And so I'll pre-record videos for that series that we'll post to the channel while we're on vacation.
Didn't Shannon predict Vegas versus Carolina last season?
I did. And I'm gonna, like I said, what I'm talking about now is just preliminary. It's early July. I'll get into a valid prediction usually around the 1st of September.
What's your least favorite logo?
I understand that there's a lot of sentimentality, a lot of it's nostalgic. It's an old logo. I've never been a huge fan of the Islanders logo.
That's what I was thinking. They're my least favorite.
It's just Like, and I get it. They won 4 straight Stanley Cups. It's never going to get changed. I would never expect it to change. But just in terms of if I'm looking at all 32 logos side by side, the Islanders would be the one that I would feel the least. I don't know. I don't know if emotion is the right word or whatever, but I've never been a huge fan of the Islanders logo.
Music question: best The Doors song and album.
I was never a huge Doors fan, so it would be difficult for me to name an album. Best song, man, People Are Strange. People Are Strange is a really good one. And This Is the End. It's not a happy song, but it's catchy, memorable.
A lot of not happy songs are great, so
that's true.
If you guys did a street hockey meetup in Northern California, I would totally go. Come to San Jose.
It's
in the plans.
It's at some point in time we're going to end up having to go to San Jose.
We have been invited.
Brody and the Sharks have been very clear that they want us to go down and visit, and so we'll have to figure something out at some point.
Yeah. Oh, you hate the Seattle logo. I like the Seattle. I think they did really well with
the
that.
Seattle logo is a throwback. Love their
secondary.
It's a throwback to old Seattle logos they've had before, and with Kraken
Mariners.
Accents.
It works with the Mariners too.
Yeah.
And their secondary is fantastic. I hope one day they'll do a jersey with their secondary.
So easy.
As the logo on the jersey.
Yep. So easy.
And they could switch the bluey colors.
Yep.
I think that would look really cool.
Yep. You could have that blue green, the turquoisey kind of color on there instead as the primary.
So nice to see a chat without trolls. Because we ban them. We're too old for that nonsense.
We don't engage.
Nah, I just ban them. That's part of why I'm on here. Actually, that is why I started doing the chat years and years ago, because we would get so many trolls in the chat that it was hard for Shannon to even keep up. Because when the channel was smaller, we had way more trolls. And so I would be spending my time there just banning everybody. And then we got mods and they know our rules for, nope, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And it's got a lot better. But yeah, we ban people. Will the California teams bribing with, or is that Will? Yeah. With the California teams driving you. Has Seattle tried as well? Nope. They're pretty close to you. Nope.
I've never heard anything from Seattle. And Vegas. Vegas
too. Yeah.
Our first couple of visits, the Vegas Golden Knights were definitely in the bribing mood. The Aria, even for one of our visits, found out who we were and sent up a package of stuff.
Yeah, chocolates and hats.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Oh, I got that one. I missed a super chat. No, wait, did I read that one? Didn't I? No, I already scrolled back. I don't see one that I missed. Those are all ones I went back and grabbed one.
Yeah, we got the music question.
I don't see anything that I missed. Already got that. I don't see anything. In my opinion, Calgary Hitmen have one of the best hockey jerseys.
I do have a bunch of Hitmen. I have 3 Hitman jerseys, I think. And I'm always on the hunt to see if they have another one that I really like. Calgary, generally speaking, whether it's the Wranglers, the Flames, or the Hitmen, Calgary, whoever designs their stuff does a very, very good job.
Are you a fan of Full House? Like
never.
The show?
Yeah, never. The show, nah. I didn't find it funny once.
No.
It wasn't even accidentally funny.
How does Shannon feel about lacrosse?
I like lacrosse. I don't sit and watch it or follow the professional teams, but lacrosse is very hockey adjacent. For the longest part of this country's history, lacrosse was our national sport.
It is.
I think it's still technically the national sport.
The national summer sport now.
Okay.
Because hockey is the national winter sport.
So they gotta divide it like that.
Did Shannon enjoy Family Matters? Well, we're getting to the TV.
I was kind of old for Family Matters too. But that was in an age where you kind of had to watch whatever was on network TV. So there were times where I'd watch those Friday night comedies, but I wouldn't laugh at them. Be like, well, there's nothing else on.
That was not a show that was on in our house.
I guess I'm watching Urkel again.
We didn't
once
watch, no.
it wasn't
I
the
don't
one
think I've
thing
ever
with
watched a
Family
full
Matters.
episode.
I thought Family Matters was better in the beginning. When it became the Steve Urkel show, it got more and more irritating. It's like, no, he's a support character. He's not a main character. Oh my God, it's an Urkel episode.
Sure made kids annoying, though. So there was that. Annoying.
I hate that when
think I've
side
ever
characters
watched-
become main
I
characters.
don't think I've ever watched a full episode. Seals jersey made me click on the thumbnail. What do you think of the Sharks fin logo? I really like how clean it looks.
I like
That's
it
a fun
enough
one.
that the San Jose Sharks sent me that card, and the card I cut the logo out, so I'm going to magnet this up, and I'm going to use this in Shark videos. I love that logo. It's really, really nice. I like the third jersey with that logo on the front too.
Please tell Fanatics to bring back the Nashville Retros, the ones that Shannon has a tyranning of. Nashville has the best and the ugliest jersey. They definitely have some ugly jerseys. See, if Mitchell and Ness could figure out how to make their jerseys
right color.
Yeah, look accurate. I think that would be good.
And apparently that's not just related to the NHL.
Yeah.
Because we were on the call with
call.
People that are part of this same thing with Fanatics I am.
Jersey nerds.
And it was somebody talking about Mitchell and Ness jerseys for, I think, the NBA.
Baseball?
So baseball. But either way, the wrong colors. He was mentioning wrong fabrics, and we're just standing here nodding, going, "Yep, that sounds about
Their
right."
Colors are so off.
Yep. So it's not just hockey jerseys that they're off on.
NHL should have never expanded to Oakland.
I think they realized that pretty early on. They fought it for as long as they could in terms of the team moving out of Oakland, but it was a disaster right out of the gate.
What do you think of Christian Wolanin? Is he a legit NHL sixth, or do you think he will be an AHL guy in Colorado?
Wolanin's going to be an AHL guy, and it's too bad because I really wanted the Canucks to bring him up to Vancouver years ago. I have argued for Wolanin for years, but if it was going to happen, it would happen years ago. So he's a good defenseman. He's an AHL defenseman.
Which team has the best Stadium Series jersey? There's some ugly Stadium Series jerseys.
They're either home runs or they're ground outs.
Some really
they're awful. They're awful or they're great. The best stadium jersey, Colorado's first stadium jersey, not the one with the mountain, not that. The one with just the C. That one's very nice. Detroit, the old one they had with the big D on the front that was sort of like an echo of their 1930s look when they were the Falcons. I like that one quite a bit. Stadium jerseys, and of course I don't have New Jerseys, so sadly I don't have the Devils. I may bring that up at Fanatics Fest. I probably will. But yeah, there's I could do a ranking of stadium jerseys because I still have my jersey rankings open all the time on my computer. So I can easily just go through and pick off all the stadium jerseys and do a ranking that way.
I think the NHL should consider a team in Mexico one day. I think it could take off.
So much money, though.
Yeah, I don't think it can make
so much money to get into North American sports now, and I'm not sure they generate the revenue or have the interest. There's lots of people that love sports in Mexico City, and I'm not saying that it couldn't work, but financially it'd be tough to make that work.
In your opinion, which team in the, I'm going to guess NHL, is the best at drafting? Speaking late rounds as well, in my opinion, Carolina is amazing at drafting.
Carolina's absolutely one of the better ones. That's why they trade down. The Detroit Red Wings over the years have been good at finding guys later in the draft. Minnesota has had some steals later in the draft as well. Montreal in recent years has done some pretty solid drafting outside the first round.
You absolutely should do a stadium jerseys video. That could be fun.
Yep. That's part of the reason why I always have all the rankings open on my computer.
What happened to Arno Defensi in Texas? He was supposed to take over after Hellberg left.
I have no idea. I haven't heard anything on that player. No idea.
Is Yvonne Bear's favorite human now? No, but she sure does like to lay on me. She slept on me most of the night. Shannon's definitely the favorite human, but I'm an acceptable
She puts me to
second
sleep.
place.
She puts me to sleep. She learned at a young age that if she laid down on my chest, I go to sleep. And when she knows that I'm asleep or going to sleep, she leaves. That's her trained job. Because I went through a lot when she was a very little cat, and so because it was very emotional at that time, she really kind of became my emotional support animal. So she just helps me go to sleep.
And now at night, she likes to lay on me until we go to bed, and then she has to be in Shannon's face. She has to be right between us.
Yeah.
But
So
she does
as
like to lay
I'm
on me.
getting into bed, Bear is already in between Yvonne and I, and she's already looking up at me like, "Oh, are we getting into bed now?" So yeah, she's very toddlerish that way.
Anyone think that there is any chance Bedard gets an offer sheet that he signs?
He may sign it, but you have to make sure that if you're going to get him to sign an offer sheet, you have a chance of taking him from Chicago. So it's going to take a lot of money to make that happen.
A lot of people are talking about Bedard now.
Oh yeah, Bedard is
lots of people talking about Bedard
is going to be the point of interest right now, especially if Robertson's going to arbitration. So that rules out an offer sheet for Jason Robertson.
Where did your passion for jerseys come from? He's done videos on that.
When I was a little kid, I loved the colors. I loved the variable colors that teams wore. I thought it was neat to see the different combinations against one another. Always liked if it was, darks against darks when that happened. Very rarely, but I loved that. And it's not just it's the colors, it's the logos, it's all of it. I just thought it was really creative and really fun. I didn't have that same feeling with football because usually it's just the number. The logo's not prominently featured, and they're basically t-shirts. Baseball, they're basically t-shirts. And I really, really liked hockey jerseys. I thought they were fantastic. I've been wearing them since I was a little kid. My mom's got pictures of me when I was 6 or 7, wearing like the Kmart version of an Oilers jersey. I had like the Kmart version of the Oilers and the Canucks, I think.
How old are the cats?
She is
12.
She's turning 13 pretty soon. Her and Shadow are both turning 13. Shadow's down here cleaning himself.
Pixel's 1 year younger.
Yes.
So
and then
Pixel's 11.
Maple and Azrael just turned 4.
Well, it's almost Pixel's birthday.
Yeah.
Her birthday's at the end of July. And then Azrael and Maple are by far the youngest kitties.
I don't know the exact birth date for Bear and Shadow, but
I don't know the exact birth date for anybody.
Probably late August.
I just made it up for Pixel based on
late August, early
how
September.
Old she was when I got her.
Hey, baby.
Do you think Fantilli gets offer sheeted as well?
I haven't heard anything about Fantilli. I don't think so. Because again, you're looking at making an offer for a player that a team won't match. Columbus has a lot of cap space, so I don't think Fantilli gets an offer sheet.
Can you explain what arbitration is really quick?
Arbitration means that the team sits down, the player's agent sits down, and the player can participate in this as well. And they basically hash it out. The team argues, we think we should pay him this. The agent and the player say, we think he should earn this. They give the reasons why. They've also made it so that the it doesn't get as hotly contested as it has over the years. It's a much less confrontational setup than it used to be. But then the arbitrator can decide on what the award is going to be based on the arguments made. And then if the team says, we don't like that contract, and they walk away from it, that player becomes a free agent.
Why is Toronto spending so much in free agency? Shouldn't they relax a little bit? They are in a rebuild. It
doesn't even make the playoffs.
Okay.
Toronto thinks they're going to be in the playoffs next year. Toronto's absolutely approaching this offseason as if they have to get back in the playoffs next year. That's why they brought in Bobrovsky. That's why they've made the moves that they have. They feel like they just had a down year, and they're going to bounce right back and get in the playoffs. I don't really share that opinion, but, John Chayka's got a job. I think that's what the job is. I think he was told, get this team back in the playoffs, and that's what he's attempting to do.
What are your thoughts on Logan Thomas?
Logan Thomas.
What did I even say? I just read a word. Logan Thomas. What did I say?
Logan Thompson. You said
That's what-
Thomas.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
Logan Thomas. I don't know
Nope.
Logan Thomas. Logan Thompson's a very good goaltender. I have said this for years. I never understood why there was a rift between the Vegas Golden Knights. I guess it was a rift with Bruce Cassidy and Logan Thompson, which seemed to have extended to the Canadian team in terms of who was in net. I think Thompson's a very good goaltender. I've thought that for years. I think that Washington's got a fantastic starter for at least the next 5 years with Thompson.
Is NHL arbitration similar to MLB arbitration?
I'm not sure what the MLB setup is for arbitration. I haven't followed Major League Baseball's arbitration and off seasons in so long that I have no idea if they're similar or not. The NHL usually doesn't do things the same as other leagues, though.
Shannon, I messaged Malachi 20 minutes ago to grab me a stool, and he hasn't. Would you mind grabbing me a stool?
Do you want to share?
No, then I'd be really low and wouldn't be able to see the screen.
You want a stool from upstairs?
Yeah, we don't have any down here.
Okay.
Sorry, he's going to go get me a stool. I'm not going to read any hockey questions till Shannon gets back because I don't think you guys care about my answers. A lot of these, I don't really pay attention to that part. Here, he can see Bear, though. Hi, Bear. She looks ticked, but she's not. Well, I can hear Shannon. He's being really fast. Best soup. I really like soup. My very favorite soup would probably be lentil soup. Yeah. That's perfect. Oh, you went down? Okay. Oh, thank you.
Because I'm carrying something. Hey, baby kitty.
Okay.
Hi.
I make lots of soup at home. My kids really like soup. My daughter's favorite is split pea soup. Gabriel's favorite is Italian wedding soup. Yeah, I'm a little bit high.
Okay.
I'm okay. I'm sitting though.
All right. Do you need anything?
Nope. I know. I've got my drink and I'm sitting down.
Okay.
Yeah, I like all sorts of soup. I also make the dump whatever's in the fridge and needs to be used up soon soup. And the kids are really funny because they're frequently like, oh, that's really good. You should make that again soon. That's not going to happen. It's whatever I put in there. Oh, I like borscht. I've made borscht a few times because I usually grow beets in my garden. Beets are so easy to grow. And I like beets. Shannon is a great husband. He definitely watches out for me. Thanks. I like these glasses too. My favorite film. Oh,
Big Fish.
I don't have like a very, very favorite movie. I have a lot of movies that I really like. I do really like
Nightmare
Big
Before
Fish.
Christmas.
I really like any Tim Burton movies. I do really like Tim Burton's movies. There are a lot of Disney and Pixar. I really like Elemental. And I know that one didn't do as well, but I love that movie. It's really cute and it's so pretty. Shannon is a good dude.
I try to be.
Love the Seals jersey.
Thank you.
Love Italian wedding soup, but it takes so long to make. My favorite is beef and barley. Oh, that's good too. I found like I make kind of a cheater Italian wedding soup where I don't make the little meatballs. I cook the meat, like I just kind of mix all the seasoning up and then cook it and just kind of chop it. So it's not actually meatballs, but it has all of the same flavor and that makes it a lot easier. What's your favorite hockey movie? I know mine.
So I always say Happy Gilmore.
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2 is a very good hockey movie. It's definitely a hockey movie.
You guys are Disney adults, right? What's your favorite Disney movie? We love Disney. Disney's great.
My favorite Disney. See, my favorite Disney movie is
Disney movies that I really like.
So this summer on the Entertainment Guy, when soccer's finished up, and it finishes up in a couple of weeks, I'll probably get into my favorite movies, and I intend to go by genre, but Disney's definitely a genre of sorts. So I can do my favorite Disney movies.
There's a ton of Disney movies I like. I like a lot of Disney movies, but yep, I really like Elemental. That one's great. If you haven't watched it, it's really cute. Cheddar broccoli is really, really good, and it is up there as one of my favorites.
That's what I get her from Quiznos. Anytime I order from Quiznos.
Yeah. With Doro Fayev gone, will Vegas experience an Ehlers Marner level drop off? Also, when will they cut bait on Mark Stone?
I mean, Stone's captain. I don't think Stone's going anywhere. I don't think they're going to have a huge drop off. They picked up Olofsson. Olofsson can do a similar job to Dorofeev. Where I think eventually Vegas is going to run into trouble is that they don't have a lot of prime prospects coming up and young kids coming up. And it is a young man's league. So eventually we could have a Vegas team that's very well paid and has a lot of stars on it, but they may have a difficult time keeping up.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire.
Ewoks Battle for Endor.
Oh, God.
How to make all the Star Wars nerds
not even
mad.
Canon. It's not even canon anymore.
I was a little girl when that came out, and it was a movie about a little girl and Ewoks. It was great. I loved that movie when I was little. I was like 4. Yeah, I think it was 4. I thought that movie was fantastic, and the Ewoks are the best. So this one's for Yvonne. I went earlier this year to see Tim Burton's Batman with full orchestra for the first time. What an experience. That would be really cool. That would be cool. Tim Burton's great. Oh, Aladdin's top tier. Of those, the 80s Disney movies, when they started coming out with Disney movies again, Aladdin was my favorite. Out of all of those. Not the Little Mermaid? It was definitely not The Little Mermaid because that was everybody's favorite, which meant it couldn't be mine.
And yet you love the ride.
Because it's cute. See, I'm a lot older now, and so now I can appreciate that movie. But when I was younger, that was the movie that was always on everywhere. You'd go to anybody's house. We're watching The Little Mermaid. We watched it at school because it was, oh my gosh, a Disney movie. And so I got really sick of it because that's what was on all the time, everywhere.
Put you up here?
But I really liked Aladdin.
Put you up here? No, don't snag. Don't snag.
Lion King is the best. I do like Lion King. I really hope we can go to Lion King Broadway when we're in New York because I'm still really sad that I missed out on it last year because I was in hospital.
She still won.
But I'm really glad that I was able to find somebody to take my kids. I liked the John Carter movie.
John Carter's. I've been wanting to watch that one with her. I think she wouldn't mind John Carter. She hasn't watched that one. I thought it was fine. I will admit the budget was ridiculous, but I thought it was fine as a movie.
Thoughts on Splash Mountain? Shannon hasn't gone on Splash Mountain.
I'm nah.
I went on it before they refurbished it and then after they refurbished it.
The refurbishing's been great.
Really glad that I made myself go on it. I'm not a fan of water rides or drop rides, but I did it. I think they did a great job.
And yet we love pirates.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have a crazy drop like Splash Mountain. I really like how they changed it for the Princess and the Frog. I think it's really cool looking.
I remember the first time we went on Pirates, and I said to her, is there a drop? And she said, no, there's no drop. And the first thing that ride does, and not only that, but we were sitting up front, so I got soaked.
Mind you, I hadn't been on it for 15 years.
And so I might have whined the rest of the ride. That ride lasts 17 minutes.
I hadn't been on it. True. I hadn't been on it in 10 years, and I didn't remember that drop.
So I don't know how you forget that drop. That drop is dramatic, but it's quick. So we always sit at the back now.
Yeah.
Near the back.
Middle. In the middle.
Because in the back, you can see a splash up on your back. So.
And I never sit on the left side.
And that water is nasty. So you don't want to be touching the water.
Have you guys seen Obsession yet?
Yes, absolutely love the movie. Absolutely love that movie. I keep asking her to watch it again.
He
Keeps it because it's
does.
a date movie.
And
And, we could have another date. We could watch it again.
opinion on the Disney movie Onward. I think it's massively underrated. Have you watched that one yet? Isn't
No.
that the one that I've asked him? I've watched it maybe 3 times. My boys, so I have a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old, 21-year-old. They loved it as well. I thought it was so cute. Very well done. I really liked it. It's funny and it's different. I like that it's a different story.
That's why you love the Minions movies.
I know.
You'll be glad to know the new
Can't
Minions
stand.
movie's getting great reviews.
Not doing it.
People are saying it's the best one of the bunch.
I mean, it's not high praise. They're terrible. Minions are terrible. I'm not a fan.
I find them so irritating.
I know.
I find them so
the
endlessly
ads
irritating.
Come on. We were at a movie and the preview came on and the Minions come on and couldn't. No. I see a bunch of people like Onward. I think it's really cute. I've tried to get Shannon to watch it for a while now because that one's really cute. What's left on your off-season bingo card?
I mean, really, it's been filled in for the most part. We've had trade demands. We've had offer sheets. We've had surprising signings. Interesting coach hires. Gossip galore. Tons of that. And we're going to get a reveal of these new hometown remix jerseys soon. So I think my bingo card's pretty much filled at this point. I can't think of anything else I'd be looking forward to this offseason other than, more street hockey, but that's not NHL related. So although I'd love to meet Gary Bettman if that was possible.
Malachi's now messaging me back. So he'll probably bring a stool down, but he took forever. Are you going to see the new Disney movie Hexed? I watch all the new Disney movies.
Yeah.
The new Minion movie is legit great. I'm not doing it.
She won't watch it.
I refuse.
She won't watch it.
So while I do really like Disney movies and Pixar movies, I really dislike a lot of other kid movies. Most of the DreamWorks movies, I think, are terrible. You took forever, Malachi. That stool wouldn't have helped anyways.
It's a footstool.
Think so. You took forever.
Be taller.
Shannon got me one. Nope, I don't like Shrek either.
Did you want to sit on a footstool?
No. I really don't like most of the DreamWorks movies.
No, she doesn't like the animation style. She doesn't like the voice work.
I don't like
the way those movies are put together. She's just not a fan
I don't like how in recent years they've changed a lot of the kid movies to we have to teach a lesson and they beat you over the head with it. And so in the first 5 minutes, you know exactly
having Addams Family flashbacks.
Oh my gosh.
She started complaining to me about the Addams Family movie while she was watching it in the theater.
Oh, the movie barely started.
5 minutes in, she was like, oh no.
It's one of these movies. And it was. It was just as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I get it.
Oh, nope.
I don't mind a movie that teaches you a lesson or has a message, but it shouldn't beat you over the head with it for the full 90-minute run.
The movie.
Yeah. It's just it's not entertaining that way.
Anyways, front runner for mid-season implosion next year.
Mid-season implosion. Watch Edmonton get off to a good start and then implode mid-year. That I could see, because usually they do it the other way around. They have the slow start and then they turn it around. Watch Edmonton do it the other way around this year.
Go to breakfast. Got my protein drink right here.
I don't really do breakfast.
No.
I've never been a breakfast type person. Before I had the channel, I would go to work at like 4 a.m. and I wouldn't eat food until I was done work at like 1 p.m. And even then, sometimes I wouldn't eat till like 3.
That's not how you're supposed to do things. I have my protein.
I don't do it that way now.
I can't eat very much. Sometimes I do smoothies.
But I have a very sensitive stomach, and I was always worried that I'd eat something at work and it would cause me to have some kind of discomfort and embarrassment. And so I just didn't eat. I was like, all right, if I don't eat, I'm fine. Medicate, don't eat. and just do your job, and then you can eat later when you're going home.
I'm with you on the hatred of all other movies besides Pixar. They are obnoxious. A bunch of them are. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Those were good.
The rule I've always had is that
there are some non-Disney Pixar
if
movies
it doesn't have that squeaky
really
voice, it's Treehouse, right? Is for the little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And when my kids were little, they used to like to watch Treehouse.
Awful.
And on Treehouse, every single show has one character with that really high-pitched, squeaky voice.
I like
that's
Toopy
fake
and
and put on, and it would wake me up. And I was like, yeah, because my kids would fall asleep in front of the TV, and then I'd wake up like, why is the TV? Oh my God, it's on Treehouse. Eventually, I eliminated Treehouse from our cable package. I was like, I can't do Treehouse.
I just didn't have cable. I did not have cable until you. My kids never had cable, so we would just get DVDs from the library, and then I could choose what shows my kids liked because that's what they were exposed to.
Oh,
it was great.
Treehouse was just too much. I was like, this is, there's that weird pirates show with they were like people.
Oh,
they had the giant heads, but they all had the squeaky voices. Them. Oh my God, that show. Yeah. And my kids loved that show, and I was like, I can't listen to this. I can't, because it was a small apartment. We lived in a small apartment. I could not handle that because it was because you can't just watch it. The sound travels, and it drove me completely mental.
Wreck-It Ralph is a great movie.
Wreck-It Ralph's fantastic.
Prince of Egypt and Spirit are amazing DreamWorks movies. Prince of Egypt has some catchy songs.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Can Huberto bounce back to his 24-25 form? 20-30 goals is a win for him at this stage in his career. He's still solid. He needs the power play going.
Huberto is at this point in time a 20 to 25 goal scorer, probably 55, 60 points. Problem is it doesn't measure up to his contract. That's the tricky part. I think he can remain a 60-point player. Maybe he can hit 70. But I understand why Calgary's trying to move him, and I can also understand why teams are hesitant to pick him up.
Artrubo and Nurse, top pair defenseman on Cup champions. If not, I don't see the Sharks being Cup contenders for 7 years if their defenseman prospects develop perfectly.
I don't think Trouba and Nurse will be the top pair. I think they'll split the two of them up. I don't know about Cup champions, but at this point for San Jose, make the playoffs. Making the playoffs is a win for the Sharks. That's going to be the goal for this coming season. And I do think Nurse can have a bounce back in San Jose. Not to justify his contract or anything, but his season in Edmonton was brutal this year. He has to be a little better next year.
Do you ever get claustrophobic in this room?
Not generally.
It's a pretty big room.
It's a pretty big room.
This, where the desk that we have the computer in is in the middle.
Yeah, it's about halfway.
So it goes further that way. Yeah. And then it's on the very left side. So it goes over, like the middle of the room is over here. So it goes over that way. It's the size of a 2-car garage.
Because I have the TV is here. I have boards set up here. I have the board here, which has all the goal magnets on it. Another double board over here, which I put magnet sheets on for magnets I haven't cut out yet. It's a pretty big room.
On the Ice Guardians pod with Brett Hull and Kelly Chase, one of the episodes, they had Jeff Brown on, and he said he pulled a bit of a spinner and he picked up and has the final puck from Game 7 in 94.
I mean, I get keeping that puck, but when you're on the losing side, and they were on the losing side, so it'd be a better story if they'd won it, but they didn't win it. So I get taking the puck. I don't think it's something we paid as much attention to though back in the 90s as we do now. Be a large ruckus now if that happened.
How much longer for the stream today? I swear I'm not planning my day around the stream. I swear.
We'll probably run this till about 11:30, and then I'll get some video stuff done for all you fine people on the internet. The news is definitely slowed down as I expected. I figured about 5th of July things start to slow down, and maybe it picks up tomorrow because it's Monday, at least a little bit. But I'm gonna start doing videos talking about my jersey collection and I've got playlists that I've got ready to go. I've even got the board for season previews. I've filled that in so that I know where I'm going. I even know what order I'm going in.
Did you watch Friendly Giant as a kid?
Yes.
Didn't
in fact, I
everybody?
still, when I'm moving magnets around
Yeah.
on the board, I always say I'm doing the Friendly Giant. I'm going to Friendly Giant these around. Yeah, when I was a kid,
Mr. Dress Up.
it was
I liked Mr. Dress
Polka
Up.
Dot Door,
Yeah.
Friendly Giant, Mr. Dress Up. There's another one too. I'm not 1, 2, 3 Contact, which was on PBS.
Yeah.
There was another one too that I used to watch as a kid. I mean, I used to watch Sesame Street all the time when I was little. I had the Ernie record.
We weren't
Rubber
allowed
Ducky.
to watch Sesame Street in my house.
You couldn't sing Rubber Ducky?
Oh, we still sang it because, I mean, you'd still see Sesame Street.
I had the record.
We weren't allowed to have it on.
Just think of how much that record would be worth today if I kept it in good shape.
How many hours a day would you say Shannon is in this room? Most of them?
All of them.
Most of the hours.
So it's a lot. That's part of the reason I'm glad we're going to be traveling a bit this summer, because I haven't had a day where I haven't been in this room since last February of 2025.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of wrecked that.
That's okay. You're still here.
Kind of wrecked a year of holiday.
No, don't.
Do you think Brian Burke would be extending an invitation to someone's barn to Danny Briere if Burke was still running the Ducks?
If Burke was the general manager of the Ducks and Briere did that to him, he would be absolutely livid. He'd be on every talk show. He'd be discussing it with every reporter. And yeah, I mean, the Dustin Penner offer sheet made him so angry. And this one is so much more disruptive than Penner. So yeah, he would be absolutely livid.
I know you have your reservations, but I am oddly optimistic with the duo of Dawes and Allen. But you are the GOAT, so I obviously understand your point.
I do like that they picked up Riddick. I like that they picked up Riddick just in case Dawes doesn't have a strong camp. And if they end up waiving Dawes, but I do like picking up Riddick for insurance in net.
Are you a Sopranos fan?
I tried getting into Sopranos. I think
not my thing at all.
I think I mafia movied myself into a corner where I'd seen all the mafia stuff and I was like, okay. And I know Sopranos is different, but I don't know. For me, it's Goodfellas. Goodfellas is a movie that I absolutely love. She does not. She made it like 3 minutes and that was it. Casino is also an excellent movie. And then when Sopranos came out, I was kind of like, if I want to watch the mafia stuff, I'll watch Casino or I'll watch Goodfellas. And I just never really was able to get into it.
Can you rank all of the Ottawa Senators' O jerseys? I like all of them a lot. Honestly, the red and black ones are great.
The white Heritage Classic one from 2013 would be my favorite in terms of the O jerseys. And then the black one would be second. And then the red one from the Centennial would be third.
I went to school with Holly from Polka Dot Door. That's fun. Do you think Quinn Hughes will stay in Minnesota?
I think so. I'd be kind of surprised if he didn't. It's going to be a pricey contract, though. Like $17 million for Kaprizov. It has to be $18 million plus, I would think, for Quinn Hughes. Leo Carlson's not going to be the top paid player in the NHL for very long.
Does our cat ever get into mischief? Which one?
Yes.
The answer is yes. Can you
see different kinds of mischief for each cat?
Can you see? I don't know if you can really see. There's like fencing in front of the jersey
because of this one.
It's like a dog kenneling. We have that there because of cats.
Yep.
Specifically, Maple. Azrael is also.
Azrael will jump into the jerseys.
Troublemaker. Azrael's a troublemaker. Shadow likes to cause problems with the other cats, specifically Pixel. His favorite game is hide behind the door and smack at her when she walks by.
And Azrael waits for Bear to get out of the litter box and attacks her.
Yeah.
I keep telling these cats you're not supposed to attack a cat in a litter box. You guys are supposed to understand this because you're cats. But they don't seem to care.
And sometimes they like to go to the high ground to pick on another cat.
That's why Bear
Especially
likes the chairs I
Pixel.
have in here now, because she can be up above.
Which
She
is
knows she won't get attacked.
Pixel will frequently just walk around hissing just to warn any cat to not mess with her.
She growls and hisses at everybody.
Azrael's a former runt, so yeah, she's tough. She is still the tiniest cat. She is tiny. She is very small, but
We have to watch her weight though.
Yeah, she would eat all day if she could.
Yes.
Maple
she
is
still
also
she
very
throws
small.
up.
It's been a while since we haven't left the house. Last February, when we went on holiday, Shannon's mom watched the cats, and she was giving them all you can eat wet cat food.
We noticed a difference in Azrael when we came home.
She was a round kitty.
She was a big cat. It's like, okay.
Kitty. It was very
We're
much
to cut this back.
Grandma was hanging out with the pets, and instead of grandkids, she overfed all of the animals.
Yeah, they were.
And she texted me, "Oh, I'm giving the bunnies the guinea pig food. They like it better." No, that doesn't mean you give it to them.
Right.
The cats also prefer treats, but we don't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so much.
Because there are things in the guinea pig food that the rabbits aren't supposed to have in their everyday diet.
So yeah, we had a bunch of chubby animals when we got back from that holiday. We were only gone for a week, and they all gained so much weight.
They all got kind of chunky there. Yep.
Round. Yep. Azrael was round.
She was happy though.
She was.
She was getting 2 cans of food a day. She was happy.
3. She was giving them 3 cans a day. 3.
I give them one every other day.
1 can every other day, and I split it.
The dry food's always available. So the wet food we ration
because they would inhale it.
They'll just gorge themselves on it.
I'm sure you saw already, but Friedman reported Garion called inquiring about Jack. Makes me think extension talks with Quinn aren't going that well.
Well, see, there's 2 ways to go with this. Either Jack Hughes gets traded or Quinn Hughes gets traded. My guess is there's a group chat somewhere where they're talking about where they want to play together. Everybody has trade protection, so they get to decide where they're going to go. I'd be surprised if Quinn Hughes ends up exiting Minnesota. But I don't think everything's sunshine and rainbows with Jack Hughes and the Devils either. Or at least I don't think it has been sunshine and rainbows.
My cat would not live with other cats. Very territorial. We have quite a few cats that would love to be only cats.
Oh, Pixel would be so happy.
She would. She would love to be an only cat.
Happy to be an only cat.
Most of our cats would prefer to be only cats.
Shadow would, yeah. If he could have 100% of the attention, he'd be so happy.
Do you guys play ice hockey? Man, it's been a few years.
I haven't played ice hockey in a very long time. I have, but it's been a very long time.
Not that long, but
I'd have to get all the equipment. I'd have to, and then you got to build your muscles up again because skating is very different. And ankles. That would hurt.
Do you guys play video games?
I used to have time for video games. I don't generally. If I feel like firing up the PlayStation, that means I have time to start a video or do something else.
Do you think the Kraken eventually get a star player? They have a good top 4. Decord is good, and the forwards are solid. I think they make a Taylor Hall 2020 Coyotes type pickup in the 26-27 season.
That is what Seattle's needed for a while. Like, they need a true number 1 forward that can guide the team. And generally speaking, you kind of got to draft those guys. So, like, for instance, if Larkin was willing to go to Seattle, Larkin could really help Seattle out a lot. Even though I don't know that Larkin's necessarily a true number 1 center. I know he can play it, but I think he's better suited as a number 2. Seattle needs to win a draft lottery. That's the key. They need to win a draft lottery. They need like, if they could win this upcoming draft lottery in 2027 and get DuPont, that's exactly the kind of player they need.
We are excited about the hometown remix jerseys.
Yes.
I'm hoping maybe we'll get to see them when we're in New York at the Fanatic Fest. Maybe. Yeah. If not, if maybe they'll show them to our group of jersey nerds.
And I'm gonna be talking with the guy who runs the Aesthetics channel. He's also part of this thing. So
Jersey nerds.
Gonna have good chats with him because
he's like Jersey Nerds Unite. I've decided
it's gonna be.
I wonder if I can change the name of our message group.
Gonna be quite
Jersey
nerdular.
Nerds.
It's gonna be all nerdular.
Right.
It screams Jersey podcast, but I don't know that any of us have the time for that. But when I'm in New York, it's definitely something that I'm sure we'll all talk about what we can do.
Oh yeah, there's a few of them that I think people would really like that. Bennett, Marchand, Kachuk, Gudis, rats, and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
The one thing that I've seen is people saying that the Florida Panthers have embraced their roles as villains in the NHL. I don't know if it's villains as much as it's they know what kind of player has got them success. And those types of players who other fans hate and other players hate playing against have generally worked out pretty well for them.
Do you ever go to NHL games and get recognized? Yes.
If I go to an NHL game, I do get recognized.
If we go to an NHL game.
But half the time, if I go to the mall, I get recognized.
Yeah. But at hockey games, and we go to Abbotsford Canuck games a lot. We're season ticket holders. I go to almost all the games. Shannon goes to a few, and we get recognized at those.
Yep.
But Vancouver games, lots. Shannon has to time washroom breaks because he'll just keep getting
I do not take a washroom break during the intermissions. I will take the washroom break with about 5 minutes left in the period because that's when I have a really good chance of not having a lineup for the washroom or having
being stopped 20
people
times.
stopping me or talking to me in the bathroom, which is weird.
We do not mind people approaching us at all.
No.
We don't mind people asking for selfies. None of that bothers us.
I got swarmed that one time in Vancouver, though.
Sometimes when you're at a game, you'd like to get back to the game.
Yeah. I want to make sure those breaks are not, 5 minutes. So go out and
just get swarmed.
Because if I'm running out to use the washroom, I probably really need to. And so, hey, can you take? Yeah, I could take a picture. Do you mind if I'm dancing while we take the picture? Sure. Okay. All right. Thumbs up. Can I go? So I don't want to be rude.
Does Anaheim have to honor the no movement clause in the final year of the OS if they match? That's a detail often overlooked to handicap them even more.
Yes, they would have to. And then the other thing that contract does, it walks Leo Carlsson to free agency. So it is the most poison pill contract I've ever seen. I've never seen a contract that is designed to tick off a team as much as this one. And I remember the tit for tat between Montreal and Carolina with Aho and then Kotkaniemi. This is far petty's not the right word because I don't think it's petty. It's brilliant. It's brilliant by Philadelphia.
No, it can't be sweater nerds. It would have to be jersey nerds because it's not just hockey. It's also baseball, basketball, football. And for those other sports, they're not sweaters. They are jerseys. So it is jerseys. It is actually jersey nerds.
What do I think of Toronto's new bottom six? I like the additions for Toronto if they're a playoff team, but I don't know that they're a playoff team. So I'm kind of confused. And they also gave these guys trade protection. Toronto has a lot of trade protection on their roster currently. And so I'll get into that later on today, but there's a lot of trade protection for bottom six guys.
We do definitely get recognized every time we go to the US. We've been recognized in the weirdest places. We had somebody recognize us in an elevator in Vegas. That was weird.
Disneyland.
Oh, we always get recognized in Disneyland. We went on one of the times we were in Vegas, we went on the little tour to go to Hoover Dam, and there was a kid that recognized us and came up.
Yep.
It really is everywhere we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Everywhere.
It might be different in New York. New York, there might be.
Oh, yeah, probably.
It might not
there's
be.
There's going to be so many people.
And like when we go to this Fanatics Fest, like there's all these huge star athletes everywhere. So nobody's going to be, oh, look at this dumpy little guy with the hockey jerseys. I'm pretty sure we'll be just faces in a crowd for that.
That's true. Would Utah have had the same success they are now had they stayed in Arizona? Thoughts on Bill Armstrong as a general manager?
I think the Coyotes were building their way up to become a playoff team. Probably still would have made the playoffs in 2026. But they don't have that dark cloud hanging over them of the arena discussions and whether or not they're going to be around and all that. Utah's done a really good job of stabilizing it, and I really feel like in Utah they have a better chance at actually winning a Stanley Cup than they did in Arizona.
More of an entertainment guy question, but what, if any, video games do you play?
If I load up the PlayStation, it's going to be GTA 5. I'll play GTA, just go around the city. I play like on a server by myself, and just sometimes I'll play with others, but I'll play in passive mode so that I don't have to worry about getting shot by some idiot. And yeah, I enjoy going around the city, playing some golf, and just Death Truck, which older subscribers will remember Death Truck videos. Outside of that, I don't really play very many games. Like I'll play Gran Turismo. I love Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is a lot of fun if I want to just relax and chill. But again, it's the amount of time that it ends up being spent because I'll load up Gran Turismo and then I turn around and go, well, that was an hour and a half. Crap. I didn't get all my other stuff done yet. Crap. And then I backed up. So I don't generally play video games.
More importantly, why are you going to the weirdest places? Well, we went to Vegas because we were kind of invited there. We got to go to hockey games. So our first Vegas trip, we went to 2 Vegas games.
No, that was our second trip. Our first trip was in July.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We went in the summer, but we met Vegas people that worked for the Vegas team.
Yep.
And then we went back and we were able to go to 2 Vegas games.
Yep.
We were given tickets.
And they lost both games, so Vegas fans were very glad we left.
Yeah. And then we've gone to Anaheim because Disneyland, and the Ducks have been awesome. We've got to go to the Ducks office and meet quite a few of the people that work with the Ducks.
We've gone to their games
too. We were invited to a Ducks game, and we've gone to 2 Ducks games, haven't we?
Yep.
But the last time they invited our kids as well, and that was really, really cool.
Yep.
And New York, again, we are being invited there. We had our plane tickets and hotel paid for. So most of our trips are work related.
And then we're going to Montreal next month.
Yeah, and that's just we're going on a cool
trip.
Which,
if you think about it, so we're going to the Fanatics Fest in New York. The factory in Canada where they make the Fanatics jerseys is not far from Montreal. So there's the possibility that becomes kind of a bit of a work trip too.
Thoughts on Canada's performance at the World Cup?
Canada did really well. Canadian team has never had any level of success at the World Cup. Getting to the round of 16, absolutely fantastic. Morocco is a quality side, so no shame in losing against Morocco. And they would have got destroyed by France in the quarters anyways if they'd moved on past Morocco. I'm okay with them losing against Morocco. France just looks like a machine right now. But yeah, I'm really proud of Canada. Finally, they look like they belong at a World Cup.
Any plans on going to a Kings game? We have been invited to a Kings game as well.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we've been invited to Kings and San Jose.
Yep.
So those are our other 2 that we're seriously considering.
Yep.
How many jerseys do you usually bring on a trip?
Our first trip to Vegas, I brought one of each team, and then I realized that was stupid. So I started pre-recording videos and bringing very, very few jerseys. So like for the one to New York, I'm going to bring just like a few fun curiosities.
I think you usually end up bringing about 5.
Yeah, I don't bring that many. And then when we go to Montreal, I won't bring that many for that either. So I'll pre-record videos before that trip as well. And then I bring a handful, but not very many.
With it being summer, it's not like he wants to go out in public wearing a jersey, but then he has some jerseys for when we're in the hotel room if he needs to make some really quick.
And they can get heavy. So
they take up a lot of space because you can't fold them properly.
Yeah, that first trip to Vegas, that was just bringing all those jerseys. That was a terrible idea on my part.
We've got a lot better.
Yeah,
lots better. Did you like Richardson and Grabner on a line in Arizona? Good PK guys and could each pot around 15, 20 goals. Both played solid defense. Also, Grabner was fast as a cheetah.
Grabner was one of the fastest players in the NHL. If you're talking about Brad Richardson, pretty sure you're talking about Brad Richardson. He was one of my favorite bottom 6 guys in the NHL. Before Morgan Barron became my favorite 4th liner in the NHL, it probably would have been Brad Richardson. Grabner in a limited role could be very, very good. He wasn't necessarily a top guy, but he could be good.
Yes, Canadians are very proud of how the Team Canada has done. In the
Oh,
World Cup.
absolutely.
I have not heard anybody say otherwise.
There are some criticisms I see, but a lot of the criticisms I see are generally from people that don't follow the sport and just got into it for this month, and they don't understand how Canada didn't look. Canada is not a power in the soccer world.
No,
they're working at building their way there. They're not there yet. I think the fact too that they didn't need Alphonso to get that far is nicely done too, because Alphonso Davies was kind of the guy holding the team together, and yet they played well without him. I know there's a lot of controversy about him not playing yesterday, but I understand that he didn't feel right, and his sprinting was not good when he did get into some action late in that game against South Africa. So all the people that are complaining that he didn't play, they'd be complaining that he was on the field and that his lack of speed against a very speedy Morocco team just wouldn't have worked.
Have you been invited to see the Flyers? But Gritty would love THG. Gritty's great, but no.
No. I think for the teams in the East, they would understand that, just the cost on our end. We've talked about it very openly. Yeah, I totally get. Like, I don't look for anything like that either. Like, it's not something I seek out. Like, if we were going to go to Philadelphia, I wouldn't assume like somebody's going to reach out to me, and like, it's just, so I'm grateful when teams do it, but I don't expect it.
Another TEG question. As a music enthusiast and Tool fan, came as a pleasant surprise when I heard you are a big Tool fan. In your rankings videos, what do you love most about Tool?
They are so very unique.
They really are.
Their songs are just really, really, the level of creativity that goes into them, the level of detail that goes into them is absolutely insane. And they're very, very different. When a Tool song comes on, they're just very different.
So musically intelligent. Like, if you know anything about music, Tool is insane. Like the time signatures.
5/7.
What? Like, how do you switch time signatures?
You can't dance to Tool songs.
It's really funny to watch people try. And that's why Maynard dances the way he does.
Yeah.
Because there's not a consistent beat in the song. I think they might have like a dartboard. What time signatures should this song be in? And let's switch it up. Every 3 measures, we'll switch it to a different time signature.
See, it's got to be a Maynard thing too, because there's occasional songs from Perfect Circle that have a very, the beat can go all over the place too. I know back in the day when they had Rock Band and Guitar Hero, a friend of mine hated the song Judith because he's like, because he would try to do the drums for it. And he's like, I don't know.
So excited when that came out.
Because he says to me, he goes, I can't stand Perfect Circle because of it. And I said, well, they're great. And he said, but I can't play the music in Rock Band because you couldn't get a rhythm.
It'd be really challenging.
Yep.
I was so excited when Perfect Circle came out. And I didn't know that Maynard was going to have another band. And I remember driving home from work and it came out. I was like, what is this? That sounds like Maynard.
The first time.
It sounds like Maynard, but it doesn't sound like Tool.
The first time I heard Weak and Powerless, the video comes on Much Music. And I said out loud, oh, Tool's so suing these guys. This band sounds so much like Tool. And then Maynard James Keenan. Oh, never mind. Okay, no, we're
Got
good.
It.
All right. I had no idea, but right away I was like, that's a Tool ripoff. Not as bad as Earshot, but close.
What cell phones do you two use? iPhone, Samsung, someone else. We both do.
I have a Pixel
Google.
7.
We both have Google phones. I really, really, really do not like iPhones.
No, I don't either.
They are not intuitive at all.
Nope.
I really like my Google phones. If you like Tool, you'd like Dream Theater.
I do like Dream Theater. We have one of their albums. Dream Theater is very, very different.
Yeah.
Very unique. When a Dream Theater song comes on, it's very different from everybody else.
At the moment I realized Perfect Circle was Maynard. It was Judith. Judith. I'm thinking this sounds like a Tool song. Looked it up and was like, oh, I did too. I drove home and I had to go on the internet. That's when the internet was like baby internet. And I had to look it up because it sounded just like Maynard. But I knew Tool didn't have another album because, of course, not.
See, the only
It
band
took a long time to get a new album.
The first band that I looked up immediately online after I saw their video was
not Judas.
Was
Rammstein.
Rammstein. Rammstein Du Hast. The first time I saw Du Hast, I was like, this is the greatest music in the history of the world. And then I looked up Rammstein's music and I found all their older stuff, and I'm like, yep, this is my absolute favorite. And they're still to this, that's my favorite. That's my favorite music. I went 2 years of my life, I only listened to Rammstein music. So if you ask me about songs that came out in the late 2000s, early 2010s, I'm a little bit patchy with those because I just listened to Rammstein for years.
Did you ever listen to Pussifer? Oh, yes, they're great too.
That's on our bucket list of bands we want to see live.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
They during the pandemic, they did one of those online concerts
out in the desert.
It was so well done. We watched that was a horrible wording. We watched quite a few of those online concerts.
Like Korn.
Korn was fantastic, and Pussifer was the other really good one. Those were my two favorite online concerts during the pandemic. I wish they did more of those. That would be great.
Did I ever watch Top Gear, the Grand Tour? I've watched some episodes of Top Gear. It's okay. Some of it's entertaining and funny. It never really drew me in where I made sure I was going to watch each episode. And then eventually there was other things I was watching instead. But Top Gear is very entertaining.
Did you ever get into Static X? Same thing for me, like 2 years straight of them. I did listen to quite a bit of Static
X was good.
When I was younger, yeah.
They're one of those bands that I hear songs from and I think it's too bad they weren't around longer. Yeah. It's too bad they weren't more popular for longer.
Yep. Are you guys Primus fans?
Not as much.
Nah.
But I do appreciate that their music is very different and they've done some fun stuff, but generally no. If we were getting into like those weird bands from back then, Butthole Surfers. I really liked them. I thought they were really fun. I thought they were very different, but they were really fun. Tiny Rubber Band is still a song that it's a great little song.
When you guys go to the States, do you bring back snacks they don't have in Canada?
Anytime, yes. If we go down there, we do. I can have pretzels when I'm in New York.
I know. That's what I told you. Those will be great. I'm excited.
I can reinstall the app for the pretzel places.
Oh, I don't know about that, but somebody said in one of our live streams that they have the little like food carts with pretzels.
Well, of course.
So that'll be great.
And it'll be me going, I would like all of your pretzels, please.
Yes, to the pretzels.
Which flavor would you like? Yes.
Other than that, I don't really know what food is in New York.
Well, it's everything.
Right.
New York.
It'd be like
New York's like Vancouver on steroids. It's got everything.
And we don't have to walk very far,
nope.
Which is good. But pretzels will be good. I don't know anything else.
What do you think of the Canucks Hometown remix? Apparently it's navy blue according to Aesthetics. I would not be surprised if they finally do what fans have talked about for ages and do the skate jersey in the current Canucks colors. That would be my guess.
Canada has the best snacks. Brought back with me 5 bags of ketchup chips to Russia last month. We do. When we go down to the States, I fill my suitcase with Canadian snacks and That's true. Give people Canadian chocolate bars because we have really good chocolate bars, especially compared to the American chocolate bars.
So we tip Uber drivers with both money and chocolate.
Housekeeping, I always give housekeeping a couple chocolate bars. And then when we see people, we'll give them like bags of Canadian chips because our tips are way better than in the States.
This is true.
Ours have flavor.
With the exception of the twists.
Oh yeah, the
honey.
Aren't those like
honey barbecue? Honey barbecue Tostitos.
Those are good.
We don't have up here, and those are absolutely amazing.
But other than that, our chips are much better, and American chips always taste like sadness.
They used to have those twists in Tex-Mex flavor.
Oh yeah.
And those were my favorite ever. and they haven't been back for about 20 years, but I've never given up hope that they'll bring them back. Maybe Fanatics can bring those back. They own everything else, right? So maybe they can bring those back.
Border Guard once asked me why I had so much Canadian food with me when I went to Seattle. I've had them ask at the airport because I have legitimately had a suitcase full of food before, many times. And like, mind you, it's not a huge suitcase, but I have,
I've been questioned about the amount of magnets that I have in our suitcase.
They don't like that when it goes through the X-ray.
No.
We now check those. Magnets get checked.
Yep.
We have jellied meat chip flavor chips in Russia. Try those one day.
I mean, there's chicken flavored chips.
Yeah, we have so many different kinds of flavors of chips.
Yeah.
The best is pickle though.
Oh yeah, dill
Pickle's
pickle.
The best. All dressed are really good too.
Loads of dill pickle from PC.
Yeah, those are the best.
Superstore ones. Yeah. This is where it gets tricky that I haven't eaten yet today. So this is just going to make me hungry now.
Yeah, our chocolate bars are different than the American chocolate bars. Even so, like we have Kit Kat and the Americans have Kit Kat, but the Kit Kats are different. And then we have Cadbury all the time. It is not Easter. It's just always like mini eggs. You can always get mini eggs.
Yeah.
And then Cadbury makes a lot of other chocolate bars and it still has the really good chocolate in it. We don't have the waxy tasting chocolate. Did either of you guys watch Heated Rivalry? Nope.
No. Favorite brand name for chips? Old Dutch for the nachos. The Old Dutch nacho cheese and the Old Dutch zesty taco. Those are the absolute best. The Arriba.
Oh yeah.
Those are Old Dutch.
Americans do have Cadbury, but it's like an Easter.
It is
Easter thing more often, and
I think the
we have a
different.
lot of different Cadbury chocolate bars that they don't have in the States.
I think the chocolate's different too.
It is different.
It's like we often talk about A&W and how it's completely different in the States and Canada. Yeah. With snack foods, it can be very different as well.
The chocolate bars, even if they have the same name, they taste totally different.
Yeah,
they are not the same.
They absolutely can.
I finally got to try Tim Hortons in Michigan a few weeks ago. It's better than Dunkin'.
Agreed.
And I've heard the one in the States is very different than what we actually have up here.
It's a coffee shop more than anything else.
Yeah, Old Dutch were amazing from what I've tried. Yes, they're very good. Cadbury is a British company too, from Birmingham. Yeah, we have a lot of Cadbury.
British chocolate is very different.
We have a lot of Cadbury here.
British sweets are very different from what we have, but I love British.
If they ask you about the magnets, tell them that you're the hockey guy, and if that doesn't fix it, call the president of Canada and have them fired. Yeah, Hawkins cheesy, salty and deliciousness.
I hate Hawkins cheesies.
I like them.
The flavor just makes me ill.
Nope, I like them. They're nice and salty.
I can't do it.
I really like salt. No, I really like the Humpty Dumpty cheesies, though. Those are the best.
We're getting divorced. That's not the best. That's a terrible decision on your part. You need to go think about your decision. Being sexy isn't going to change it.
What color is your hair, hockey guy?
Bald. Mainly, but brown and flecks of gray. And
we have Tim Hortons in the UK now. So our middle son is 19. He just did a month and a half, like backpacking around Europe. And he went to Timmy's so many times in Europe in different countries. And he said it was very different, but he said it was pretty good. And some of the food, while they had completely different food there, he liked them. And I don't remember what it was that he really liked. There was some kind of breakfast that he really liked at the European Timmy's, but he went there quite a few times, which I thought was really funny.
If we get Leo Carlson and Giroux, I'd be ecstatic. I would not be surprised to see Giroux go back. I think Giroux always wanted to win a Stanley Cup in Philadelphia, and the team's built itself up. Be a very good time for him to go back.
Heard Miss Vicky's chips are good too.
Miss Vicky's are good chips. They are. Those are good.
bald isn't a hair color. Well, too bad.
I mean, it can be.
How's the NTC video coming along? You know, it's bad when you make an 18-minute precursor video.
Almost done. I'm up to Vegas.
I'm
up to Vegas.
Me.
Yep. Yep. I went out to her first and I was like, I can't. I just can't. And so I just threw on the THG jersey. And I can't. This is too much. I can't.
Sweetie? Oh, do you need that?
She always needs that.
This is my baby.
Don't snag me.
When I'm sitting,
don't snag
she frequently
don't you snag me.
Has to be on my lap because I'm sitting. Huh? Isn't that right? Because she's my baby. Right? Yeah.
She's always very, very damp. I don't. She's always damp.
I think it's my favorite rant video of all time. So good.
Thank you. I genuinely just couldn't believe how many players have, like, when you see how many players have trade protection and you just ask yourself why. And I keep asking myself why. So I'll try not to do that too much in the video. No, that's plastic and that's not for you.
Ooh, I get you on that.
No.
She loves to chew on rubbery things because she's a toddler. Do you ever go to Victoria? Sometimes.
She does. I haven't gone. I figured that out this summer.
I just went in April.
No, you're not eating.
That was fun. I really like going to Victoria. My kids go way more often than I do.
Azrael.
Gabriel just went a couple weeks ago. I know my daughter's going there next week.
Be good kitty. You listen to Dad. You listen.
You should go. Summer is the best, right? And I want to take my mom. I think she would love going. She hasn't been to Victoria since she was young. And so I keep telling her, we need to have like a girls' weekend. And it wouldn't have to be on a weekend because she's retired.
All right. Did Steos miss out because he was waiting for Giroux? Not necessarily. I still think Ottawa's in pretty good shape. I know the exit of Tkachuk hurts, but they added Eklund. I think they're going to be fine. I tried to fight that. I really did. I don't know that I'm done. If Giroux's gone, there's other veterans out there they can pick up. So I hope I'm done. I don't know that I necessarily did. See, I get into these sneezing fits. This is why I have to pause videos. So if you watch the clock, you'll see that like a minute goes by because sometimes I have these sneezing fits that go on for a while.
Azrael's so happy.
She's a very happy cat.
She's just purring. She's a drooly cat, though. Her and Pixel drool, and she has the wettest nose.
Yep. She's just very...
She's so happy. She's a very happy cat. Ugh. Are you okay?
Yeah, just...
You all right?
No, it's not cat allergies. It's because of all the everything else in the air.
Well, some people think those are edits. Nah.
Nope, I pause.
Takes time.
I pause because I have to sneeze. I pause because cats are fighting with each other. I pause because Bear decides she's going to use the litter box. And when she uses the litter box, she scrapes the floor and the wall and everything. And so I have to go over and kind of kick her out. Sometimes I don't even let her cover anything. I'll just have the box of litter and just pour it. I'm like, no, I'll get it. Get out.
We don't have dogs because we have 5 cats and 5 rabbits.
Yep.
And 3 children. And there's only so much time in a day.
Which, speaking of, I think we should get going because we're almost 2 hours in. You're going to need some food and some kind of sustenance to keep you going for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we will be doing live streams throughout the summer. Don't you guys worry. We're also doing one for members and patrons later today. So if you're a member or a patron, by all means, tune in for that. Yep. And so I got to do video goodness in between now and then. So thank you guys for coming out. Greatly appreciated. And we will do this again soon.
I have a bunch of people complimenting you on your jersey.
Oh, thank you very much. I like this jersey myself.
Outside. It's a really nice day, so they're busy having recess.
They are out in the yard. But they'll be on another live stream soon, I'm sure.